Everyone, welcome to our March 26th, 2023 open board members meeting. If you would all please stand and remove your hats, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. 10:08. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Get her to say it.
Maybe another agenda. I'm gonna go set the extras.
Dave, you're gonna have to do it. We only want paper. Roll call.
Secretary.
Wait. All right, we already called the meeting to order. We're going to have a roll call of officers. Ray?
President Terry Perillo,
Here.
Vice President Dave Owens,
Here.
Secretary Ray Bauer, here, Treasurer Jim Reinhardt,
Here.
Maintenance Brian Candidate,
Here.
Security Jerry Parks,
Here.
Recreation Kerry Levan.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, all board members here and present. Good, thank you. The next thing on our agenda is the reading of the minutes of the January 28th board meeting. If somebody'd like to make a motion to...
Make a motion to accept as presented.
I second that.
Motion made by Jim and seconded by Jerry. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, minutes have been accepted. Reports. I'm going to report on our solar field. We had a meeting last week with the solar people, the ComEd Edison. ComEd plays a big part in this because they have to bring three-phase electric to the park at the tune of $887,000, which is all being picked up by the solar company. But it has to come from 29th Street all the way to the far end of the park here. So we had our meeting. Everything's been approved by LaSalle County. Edison has gotten their check so they can start working on it. Their first line of business, of course, was to have a safety meeting. And then their second line of business is they have to go down to each telephone pole from here to there, the 8,000 feet, 9,000 feet away, and check all the poles to make sure they're strong enough to hold the next line and all. Meanwhile, our solar company has things on order, and by the time, let's see, Edison's going to hopefully be done by May, sometime in May, with running the power over. Meanwhile, our solar people will be starting construction on their end of it, and if everything falls together just right, they're looking at probably having it completed by August, September of this year. So if everything falls just right. And we all know working with Edison, everything always falls just right. Yeah. So all we can do is hope and pray that it does. Our solar company, Green Solar, was amazed at how fast Edison came out here to start. They said we've had other projects. It took them 3 more months than it's taken them to get out here already. So he was really impressed that they're going to be going ahead with this really quick. So everything's looking good for that. So with that being said, the other officers want to talk, and our next one would be Vice President Dave Owens.
Good morning. Thank you guys for coming. It's nice to see a lot of people attend again. It's really a good feeling. It's warming up. Things are going good. A lot of great stuff happening this season at the park, as you're going to hear about. One thing I've been working on is renegotiating our garbage, our waste contracts. Our contract is coming up, so we're in the process of interviewing other companies to get the same or better services for less money, which saves all of us money. That was about all I had at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, very good.
Dave.
Ray, you want to give the realty report?
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone. During January and February of 2023, there were 2 closings at Woodsmoke Ranch. Money paid to the association was $1,296. 72 sales in 2022 to the association for a total of $58,014.56. That concludes the realty report.
Thank you, Ray. Jim Reinhardt, our treasurer's report, and you might as well go right into rules and regulations.
Yes. Good morning. Welcome back to another great season. I'm going to start off with, I'm sure all of you are here for one reason only, because we don't see this many people. The ongoing investigation into the finances is it's ongoing. We cannot speak about it. Per our attorney, you could say all you want to us, we will take it under advisement. We cannot talk about it. It's all under investigation, and it'll be ongoing. We will bring it up, more information as we are allowed to release the information from our attorney. And I'll give you this. We are sound. We have money in the bank. I don't have the exact amounts right now because we are going through that as we speak. But we are sound, we have money, we're good. So no worries about that, and I will guarantee that for you. I do not want to see nothing happen to this park, and I will not. And neither will all 7 of these board members at this time. Thank you. Rules and regulations, we met. It's a long process. There's a couple guys that are on that thing right now that thought it was going to be easy. It's not easy. We have a lot of rules and regulations that we have to follow through our rules and regulations and also state rules and regulations, but it's an ongoing thing. We've met twice already, and we're going to meet hopefully in the near future, and we'll get it done. We will not have it done by May. It's impossible. There's too much rules and too many regulations to have them done, and that's it.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Security, Jerry Parks.
Hi, everybody. Ready for 2023? We got a lot planned. Working a lot with our recreation. But one thing I do want to send a shout out to all our wives, Jackie, Kathy, Yvonne, Dawn, and because they put up with us being here a lot, and they do a lot for us also. I just want to say shout out to them. And come see our events. We could always use volunteers, help us out. Speeding, slow down, stickers are going to be, they've been sent out. Picking them up, put them on your things, and remember you're responsible for your guests.
Could you sign in, please?
That's all I got.
Thanks, Jerry. Okay. Recreation, Kerry Levon.
How are you guys? At least winter time is almost over and time to have fun. Get together with friends and family. Next Saturday is our Easter party. It's a good time. Bring your kids, bring your grandkids out. It starts at 10 o'clock next week, and we have plenty of extra activities this year to bring to you guys. And if you guys have time to come out, meet us, spend a couple hours with us, with the rec department, we appreciate it. And I believe we will be bringing the haunted house back this year. So that's about it, guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Kerry. Special events and maintenance, Brian Kennedy.
First off, I'd like to ask everybody if we could take a moment of silence. Kerry lost his wife about a month ago to cancer. So if we could please bow your heads and take a moment of silence. Thank you. If we could, remember, yeah, we got Easter's coming up here next Saturday, 11 o'clock, right down here at the Western Town. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
10 o'clock or 11 o'clock?
11 o'clock, I believe.
11, something like
I could be wrong, maybe 10. I had 11 in my
that.
head.
Be a surprise.
Been a lot of numbers in my head lately. And voices, but we won't even go there. We formed a garden club for this year. We actually have our first meeting at noon today, so if anybody hasn't seen it or heard about it on Facebook, you guys are more than welcome to stay. We're gonna meet right out here at noon on the boardwalk. We're gonna just, all our tubs out here, we're gonna get a garden club together, handle some of the landscaping and try to really enhance the appearance of Woodsmoke here. And let people who enjoy that hobby help us. The pools are currently on schedule for opening day. The weather does play a big part in this, but we are looking really good. I know it doesn't look like it out there, but a lot of the time-consuming stuff we were able to do last year when the weather was on our side after the season. So it's like anything. If you've ever done a home project, 2 days before you have people over, it looks really bad, and then all of a sudden it's all together and it looks nice. So hang in there, be patient, but we are on schedule. Our Parks Department's been very busy getting things ready for the season. Over the winter, they painted all the garbage cans. If you've noticed, they're all shiny brown, and we're working on getting some new lids and adding a bunch of new garbage cans out to the pool areas. We are trying to think what else. That is all I have for now. I'll be talking later on another topic. But yeah, this year is going to be great. We've got a lot of events. If you haven't seen, there's an event banner up by the office of highlighting all our new events. We're going to be doing some really awesome things this year. So we can always use volunteers. Please email us. It's volunteer@wsr@gmail.com. We will get you guys in the email thread. I sent out a newsletter kind of letting everybody know what's coming up, what's going on, where we need people. I'm looking very, very forward to this year. It's going to be an awesome year. A lot of cool things. And if you have kids and grandkids, we're going to be doing Nerf Wars, so watch those dates. Kids love that. It's fun. So I'm excited about it. We're going to put Jerry out there in the middle.
With his orange shirt.
That's right.
Okay, thank you, Brian. No old business, we're gonna go right into new business. First thing under new business is our ADP contract for payroll. Brian, do you wanna?
So we are switching things over to we're going through kind of a revamp in the office. One of those things is we're going to be outsourcing our payroll to a payroll company. That helps us in a lot of ways, lightens the load for some office staff, and it also helps us stay on top of making sure that everything is being done the right way, by the books, everything's being paid as it should. And so they will be processing payroll. It also brings in a great thing. Our guys will no longer be using time cards. It's an app on their phone. It's geo-fenced, so they have to be here on the property in order to punch in and out. Just another way to help safeguard our finances and our park and make sure that things are being done correctly. So we've started that already with this last payroll, and the transition was good. Checks were here on time. Those who had direct deposits got their payment. It's going to be, from a staff and a behind-the-scenes standpoint, it's really going to be a helpful thing for all of us.
In regard to that, I'll make that proposal to accept the ADP contract.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Jim and seconded by Jerry to accept the ADP contract. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Good, thank you. The next thing is the pools. We're getting the pools all fixed up. We no longer had the person who had been helping with our lifeguards. And we decided to go a different way, and we hired an outside contractor with our lifeguards. Seltz Pool Company, they're members, lot owners here too, but they have the system, they run 5 different pool systems around the Chicagoland area. They know how to get the lifeguards, they know how to train the lifeguards, they know what condition our pool should be in all the time. They are professionals at this. They will be taking charge of the pools. The only time you'll see board members there is if there's an extreme emergency for anything. They're all trained in everything that you can think of to do this. So with that, of course, comes a cost. You know, so it's going to be a little bit over what we budgeted for the pools, but we think we will still be, we know we will still be all right. You know, it's gonna lower our workman's comp insurance because we no longer have to carry the lifeguards on the workman's comp. That was a big part of it. So that will all be reflected in what we're going to be paying them. So we've met with them twice now, and we're very confident with them. And again, I want to iterate that they are lot owners here. So we've already told them that if lifeguards don't show up, we're going to their lot. And we're gonna pull them out to be our lifeguards, so.
They guaranteed us
Yeah.
that they will be there.
So I think this is a big step going forward for us. We all know what the lifeguard situation is in August. And, you know, we knew what the problems were with the pools, we fixed the pools. We know what the problems are in the lifeguards, and even some of the problems we might have with lifeguards and even to the point of even how they're dressed. Everything's uniform. You will know exactly who the lifeguards are at the pool areas. We've changed our lifeguard stands to the new ones that are down lower. They're not up on towers anymore. So everything we're doing is for the safety of our lot owners at our pools. So with that, I'd like to have a motion to accept Selt's contract for pool management, including the lifeguards.
I accept it.
I'll make a
Jim makes a motion.
motion.
I'll second.
Jerry seconds it. Are you the only 2 guys here?
Yeah.
Okay, we've been waiting a long time for this,
Yeah, we
man.
signed in a 3-year contract, am I correct?
No, it's a 1 year.
1-year contract.
1 year contract, yes.
Okay, 1-year contract.
All right.
Not to exceed $73,968. But that also includes, you guys, they're gonna allow us to do everything that's US Coast Guard approved. They're bringing out life jackets for our kids. Because the floaties and the other stuff that we used to use, that's not lifeguard. So they're bringing that stuff out.
The water rings won't be allowed anymore, but life jackets that everybody wanted to put their kids in the pool, and we're told that's all gonna change. This is all gonna really enhance everything for the users of the pool.
They also will have all the most modern first aid equipment out there, including 80
AEDs.
AEDs. They'll
Right.
have,
What they're gonna have would have cost us a fortune to get, and this is just part of the contract, so there's costs associated with everything, right? But
we won't train them, we won't have them out here, they'll train out here, but we will not be doing any of the training like we've done in the past. That'll all be done by this company.
They're
And
gonna be offering swim lessons as well.
swim lessons, they're offering
There's a lot
us,
more than just lifeguarding that comes with this.
they're gonna do some special night swimming parties and stuff. So it's a big, super big thing that they're gonna be doing. So at this time, that's my
It's a good
suggestion.
move.
Woodsmoke has nothing to do with it, other than paying it.
Questions afterwards?
Yeah. All right, the motion has been made and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next order of business is our condo control software. Brian?
All right, so, we are gonna be working with a company called Condo Control. That is a total property management software. That's going to be a huge help for all of us in the office. It's gonna add yet another level layer of security for everything. And to the lot owners, it's going to be, I think, a really awesome thing too. One of the biggest things is it's going to allow every lot owner to create their own personal portal with their username and their password. That portal will allow you to see everything on your account, how much you owe, how much you've paid. It's going to give you access to what you've probably before had to come in and either ask for a printout or inquire. It's going to give you all that in the palm of your hand. There's going to be an app for your phone. You can dial in through your normal internet, your home computer. Eventually here, with that portal, that's going to allow us to do things that we currently don't do because Facebook and our website is open to anybody. There's things that don't need to be out there for everybody and just you as the lot owner, like meeting agendas in advance, transparency, financials, all this stuff. We're going to be able to get that to you now in a much easier method.
Safer.
It's safeguarding, yeah, because otherwise, the way it is right now, anybody can be on Facebook, anybody can go to woodsmokeranch.com, watch our meeting, watch this. The meetings will be, you'll log into your portal, you'll click on live, you'll watch our meeting. It will no longer be public. They're not going to be on Facebook, they're not going to be, this is the way that you access them. This is your right as an owner to it, but it's not the right to Joe Schmo, who has nothing to do with Woodsmoke.
Are they gonna be able to pay their account on that too?
You'll be able to pay, you'll be able to make payments. Things are gonna be a slow introduction in the sense that first we have to get a lot of our current information that we have into the software. Then we have to get our office staff comfortable using that software. Then once all of that transpires, then we're gonna roll it out to lot owners. And when we roll it out, we're gonna have a campaign on this. We've got some tablets, we're gonna have tablets in the office. We'll have tablets at our bigger special events. We'll have people there to help you if you need help getting your portal, getting your username, getting all that signed up if you're unfamiliar with it. But eventually when it's full bore and it's running, that's where you're gonna go for a pump out. No longer pressing one. You're gonna go through the computer or an app eventually, you'll order your pump out. The guys will go pump you out, they'll mark that as done. However you choose to sign up for it on your end, whether it's an email or a text alert, you'll get an alert letting you know your pump out's been done. So you don't have to call the office like, hey, has anybody pumped me out yet? I was planning on coming out. You'll know. It'll be within an hour or two of them pumping you out, if not instantaneous. It all depends on, sometimes there's spotty areas in the park of cellular service, but the tablets are going to be cellular based. It's going to allow us to create work order systems with our staff, so there's a more fluid conversation. It's going to help communication is the biggest thing. It's going to help communication to you, the lot owner, from us, from all levels. It's going to help with our other departments to be able to communicate up and back with our departments and work orders. And there'll be a part of the app will be, if you guys see something not right in a common area, a tree is down, whatever, you can take a picture of it, type in the lot number or hey, this is the common area next to this lot number, and submit it. And we're going to get it with that picture you've attached. So now our guys aren't going out and saying, oh, somebody said they saw this, but I don't see it. The picture, you're going to be like, oh, the blue trailer's on that side, this is where I'm looking. It's going to help all of us. And then they'll be able to report back. You'll be able to see, okay, somebody went out, they looked at it, it's pending, it's been repaired, whatever it is. And then you guys will have to, you guys will be able to set what you want. So if you only want, billing notifications, when you sign up, you select you only want billing. If you want to get all the different notifications, because we might have rec notifications saying, hey, don't forget, in 2 weeks we have a car show, and in 2 weeks we have a barbecue. If you guys don't want that, you just check that box. You don't want to be notified by that. It's up to you what you want. And it can go all the way down to, we can send out emergency alerts that there's an incoming bad weather, or there's a little girl, she's about 3 years old, wearing purple shoes and a pink shirt, and she's missing. She last was seen at lot 622, and that'll go out to everybody, and then maybe we can find a kid a little bit quicker. So all the things that the software can do is going to really help out everyone here in the park and have huge benefits. We're going to get it probably where you'll even be able to update your vehicle registration yourselves online. rather than having to always bring a copy, and you can just scan it in, upload it to your account.
Just kidding.
Guest camping, reservations for the pavilions, that'll all be done through that area. You'll see it'll be just like if you're reserving a hotel somewhere or you're trying to book a house on VRBO, it'll be blocked out if it's not available. You'll be able to, you sign up for it, you pay for it right then and there, and it's done. That's your reservation. Long term, we're gonna be budgeting down the road, it's gonna work out with security, where it's gonna help us with guest passes. It'll be a different way of doing guest passes. It will be a checking in and out of cars still through the gate, so we'll always have somebody there, but it's not gonna be the manual, there'll be a log, and then it'll be logging you out, just as you drive out the park, it will log you out, so we know, in the event, let's say there's a big tornado in here, we know who's here, who isn't here, if there's mass devastation, whatever, we have a log. During the winter months, we have a log, if all of a sudden there's 5 trailers broken into, we'll know who's in, who's out, what times they were here, what time. It'll help us narrow things down a little bit. Let's see what else here. So that's kind of like the big highlights of that. Like I said, when we're ready to actually launch it to the public, we'll know. We'll let you know on Facebook. We'll probably do an e-blast. And then we'll be out at our bigger special events with these tablets, helping you if you need help getting signed up. So it's something that it's been a long time coming, and I think once everybody gets used to it, it's gonna be really awesome for everybody.
I make a motion to accept condo control software.
I second it.
Okay, motion made by Jim and seconded by Carrie. I would just like to add on this, that the cost of this isn't that expensive, but I'll guarantee you within year and a half, we will be making money off of it instead of it costing anything. Because what we spend in paper going out is phenomenal. And we will be cutting down in office staff because we'll be needing one less person in there. So with all this going outside the office, and then with what we're going to be saving on printing and
Smokes, bills,
mailings.
your newsletters, that'll all be in your portal.
Yeah,
So the paper copies will be something that we'll still have, but we're not gonna be passing them out as you come through the gate. Because you set that on yourself in your trailer, maybe you start your Friday fire with it, whatever you do.
Very true.
And then Saturday, you're like, oh wait, what time is this? You can pull out your phone and look, and there's your smoke signals.
so there's gonna be a lot of savings to the park on this. Brian's been working on this for almost a year now, so it's been well thought out and everything, and who we're going with and everything else like that, so. Motion is made and seconded, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. As you all know, we just passed our proclamation to the Illinois Condo Association so that we are legit with the Illinois Condo Association. As we were preparing for that, our attorney also had to prepare the PINs that have to be registered with the county. And our attorney informed us that if this was Cook County, this probably would have cost us $1,500. But we're in LaSalle County. So the price is $28,463 to get our PINs registered. It's something that's mandatory, otherwise we wasted all of our time getting the condo association approved. So this has to be paid. We've talked to the county, and it seems like this is one of their big money makers, that they run it this way, because other counties don't. But we're in LaSalle County, so we have to do it by their rules. So I'd entertain a motion to pay LaSalle County clerk, $28,463.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Dave and seconded by Jerry.
Just wanted to know I was away.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, our new phones. Brian?
All right. So, as
You
many
tell
of you,
Brian's been busy. He has been busy.
as many of you know, or I'm sure found out, our phone system is not the most stable in the office. If it's not stable in the office, it's not stable in the guardhouse, which means it's not stable security or anything else. AT&T has also informed us that the POTS lines is what they call it, it's the old cable or the old copper lines that come in. They're not going to be managing them much longer for us. We are the end of the line of the run, and by what, a couple miles or something it was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as they're upgrading the fiber optic and the new technology, we're not gonna get it. It's not cost effective for them to run it to just Woodsmoke. Even though we've been with them for 40 plus years, they didn't view us as a viable account. So we started looking into other options. We are going to be rolling them out next week. They're already all set up in the office. We're just waiting for numbers to port over. But we're going to be going with Verizon. Offers cellular-based desk phones. There's no lines that run to them. They work 100% cellular. We had a test phone for about a month out here that we've tried at all the locations we currently have phones. It's worked awesome. I'm going to say 3-4 weeks ago, I was out here, and somewhere around Utica to Ottawa area, somebody hit some major fiber optics that had to do with the cell phone towers. And I don't care who you had, you did not have cell service on that Saturday out there, and even in the Sunday morning. My phone the whole day read SOS, that's all I could call. There was no cellular service. I talked to several others. I was in town eating dinner, and nobody had cellular service. I said, now's a good time, because my wife happened to be in Indiana with my son. And I said, I need to know. So I went into the office, I plugged in that phone, 3 minutes, it booted up, 4 bars. This is weird. I called, talked to my wife for a few minutes, crystal clear. I found out from the sales rep, they split the bandwidth from what we use as users to the office lines, and it's this whole separate system. So that really impressed me personally, is knowing that my cell phone was down. And then there's also an app for the cell phone, so if we lose power, we have a cell phone up there that's basically the same, it looks just like the face of that, and the girls will still be able to. So the odds of us having phone issues going further are going to be a thing of the past. And it's at a significant cost savings from what we were paying at AT&T. So it's a win-win for the park. And it should solve a lot of our inconsistency with our office issues and our office phones and not being able to get a hold of them.
Well, it's still a contract. I make a motion to accept the Verizon phone service.
I second.
Motion made by Jim, and seconded by Carrie. And again, this is something that will be saving the park money. We're actually going to be going down in our phone bills. So all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The next thing on our agenda is park manager. Last year, I had mentioned to the board that the job of being president and park manager is way too much work for any one person. The way the park used to be run, the way the park's being run now, and what we're trying to make the park, it's a full-time job. We need a park manager. I no longer can do it. It takes, it's not a matter of working 40 hours a week. I'm here 50, 60 hours a week. And even in the wintertime, I'm here close to 40 hours a week because I'm trying to do 2 things. And when you try to do 2 things, you don't do the best at either one of them. So we've been thinking about it and looking into hiring a park manager. And there's different rules that we have to go by, and we know all the rules and what we have to do. But at this time, we would like to make a motion to hire a interim park manager to get us through this time and see exactly what we're doing and now we're getting into this and getting our feet wet at trying something different. And at this time, we would like to make a motion to hire Brian Kennedy as our interim park manager.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Terry Perillo and seconded by Jim Reinhardt. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
We abstain.
Yeah. All right, good. Thank you. I think the park is going to appreciate what we're doing now and the way we're going forward with things. Brian has been taking a lead since he's gotten on the board, and it's taken a lot of load off me, I know that, but it's gonna be more so.
You know, that's also not a knock on Terry not being able to handle this. No one person can handle what he's been doing since he was elected president to this park.
Well, especially no one that old.
We weren't gonna bring anything.
Yeah, I know, I have to. All right, at this time, we already had our closed session meeting, we had that first. But at this time, we will open up to questions and realizing, I'm gonna remind you again, we cannot discuss anything about the investigation that's going on at this time. Okay? Our attorney, our accountants, all told us this. So if there's any other questions, we'd be more than happy to take them. Yes, sir. Please stand and give your lot number.
Ray Rodriguez, lot 990.
Yes.
With all of these additional payroll and contracts and so forth, what's the anticipated overage for this year's budget, if you know it? And what would be the anticipated increase we would suffer for next year as assessment increases?
Well, actually, all of these things can't roll over into next year. They have to be paid for this year.
Well, moving forward as having now a phone contract, parks manager, and then the second part is, what is the anticipated salary of the park manager moving forward?
We haven't gotten that far yet. That's why we're hiring an interim, so that we can check all of that out, but we need the help now.
Right.
So we will be, Brian is, first of all, the first thing that has to happen is we have to put a notice out to all the lot owners that we are hiring a park manager who is interim, who is also a board member. All right, so this has to go out, and then the letter will state that, if you object to this, you've got so many days to object to it. The letters will all be written by our attorney, the proper way and everything. We'll send that letter out, probably with the ballots.
And that's to satisfy the possible conflict of interest?
Yes, yes. It's allowed, it's just there's certain rules that you have to follow, so.
And I will say, I was approached by them for this position, and with my understanding, my background, and this is my 40th year at Woodsmoke and seeing what I've seen here on the board, I said I would consider it if I don't have to give up my position on the board right now. Because we all know there's still changes that need to happen, and my personal take is if we were to hire somebody for this position just out of the blue, they'd be set up for failure to an extent. So, I think we came to terms, we talked to our attorney, and we found out it can be done, there's just a process that we have to do.
No,
Brian's been so involved with it, there was no better choice in my opinion.
No, it's an association with 1,400 units plus, so it's definitely needed. It was something that I think a lot of board members.
This position existed years ago, and I don't really know why it ever disappeared, to be honest.
Vince got mad at him, I would guess, I don't know.
So is there a salary set for that as an employee of Woodsmoke, as of right now?
No,
No,
no. Actually, right now, he's still volunteering.
So that's all the better.
So, we will announce that, you know, at a board meeting, probably when we're, in the future, when he will become
Official.
official. All right?
And we have, since I'm the treasurer and I'm on the head of the budget committee, we have made a lot of cuts. And there's more cuts to come. I've said it. We are gonna keep our belt tight, and we're gonna make things work. I'm a lot owner here. I'm a lot owner. I have to be here too, at the same time, so.
Yes, Chris?
Chris Frash, 1397. I just want to get something clarified. There's been going both ways. The pools and the amount of money spent for the pools, is that going to be coming out of this year's budget? Or once everything's taken care of, there'll be a special assessment rate? I just want to get it clarified. I'm not asking
Sure.
for any dollar amount, just,
Sure, we already voted on the pools.
right.
At a, I think it was a $300,000 mark, so as a special assessment.
Okay.
So those special assessments will be coming out soon. It'll be a one-time payment. If possible, we can make extended payments if people need it.
Right, well, that's what I was understanding, but
Yes.
there was other people out there saying, no, it was out of this year's budget. I just
No.
wanted
No.
to get it out there so everybody understands.
No.
Back in the November meeting, we mentioned that it would be.
I was
Yeah.
here, I understand
remember.
that, I just wanted to make sure everybody was clarified.
Yes.
It's clear.
We couldn't get the price from the people that were doing the work in time for the budget. That's why, and it should be a special assessment.
It should be.
Too, so that's why that was done there.
Okay.
Okay,
Anybody else?
Marty?
March 1043. Don't you think the office should have a backup generator?
Well, we've been looking into that for a lot of years now.
Yes,
And
we have.
every time we budget it, we tend to need something else more. So the money has been in the budget for it, but we've always spent it on something else. Now with the new phone system, they're battery backed up and everything, but still, you can't work in the office if there's no electricity. You know, you have no lights, you have no heating if it's cold out, you have no air conditioning if it's hot out. So do I think it needs it? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The new software will be all housed outside of Woodsmoke. So you'll be able to dial into your portal, and you'll be able to work just like if somebody was sitting in front of you.
Even if we're out of power.
It's called
We have
base.
no power here, and you guys can still get into your portal.
So, and now we have the telephones that are gonna be, working, so, I mean, we've taken some precautions before we spend another $20,000 on a, generator that, right now, so,
Taking away some of the necessity of the generator.
yeah, it's taken away some of it. Do we need it? Yes, we need to keep operating, but,
Okay, yes?
John Merrill, lot 10 contract. I have a retired fireman, and I noticed that you guys don't have an AED in here. Or do you guys have one in the office and at the front gate that's available for?
We have it at the office, we have it at the front gate. Both pools have them when they're open. We have one at the dances.
Go,
For-
all right, that's what I just wanted to
We
make
bring
sure.
them into the
Now,
office
now,
during the
now,
summer
you guys
months.
trained out, I know you were talking about the new people coming in for the,
great question. That was one of my questions to the, pool management company, and they are gonna train, anybody and everybody that wants to get trained on them.
Right, okay,
They have no problem with it.
good, okay.
That's part of their deal that they met with us, because us board members are gonna get trained on it.
That goes not one in here, which I feel you guys should have one in here, because you have a lot of people in here and parties and stuff like that, so I don't know if you guys want to get one in here. So,
Thank you.
all right, thanks.
Okay.
Got one around the corner here.
I just want to talk about that generator. They moved it up to the priority spot Walsh and the 749 Walsh Food Management Company. So, one of the things we have here is this big open area, we have no safety in place, no shelter in place. Shelter in place would be this building. This needs to be a priority for generators. If something happens in the park, or neighborhood like that, this is where we go on come for safety, correct?
This is on the generator.
Right. This
The office is in, the office is
the
in,
only one
this
that's
is.
not.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so I stand corrected.
Yeah, the pool's on a generator.
Poles are on a generator.
The pools have backup generators.
I stand corrected, thank you.
Okay,
It's all good.
Dave, you're in charge. He's gotta take care of something.
Right behind you.
Is there any other questions? Best news I've heard all day.
I have one question. Sharon,
Oh, sorry, I missed you over there, Sharon, sorry.
what is this $31 per unit per year? And the, central control software,
That's the cost
That's the cost done.
that we incur.
that, it's not for us to allow?
No.
No.
Okay, my other question.
Indirectly through dues, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I have
yes.
one more question. What about those that don't have a computer or a cell phone? There are
So-
some that still
so-
don't.
It'll be
If
the
you- and I
iPad.
should have touched on this, okay? If there's people out there who don't have a cell phone, say they don't have a cell phone, whatever the case may be, you guys will walk into the office just as normal, and the girls at the office will take care of you, just as they always have. That doesn't change. The difference is, this is where their training has to come in. They have access to all 1,485 portals in the sense of being able to view and take payments, just like we do now. It's just, so if you don't want to sign up for this for whatever reason, you don't have to. You can come into the office, you can take care of all your business as normal.
It just opens up a whole lot more for a whole lot more
No more
people.
lines on holiday weekends and all that, because a lot of people are gonna jump right on board on this.
Yep.
Their success rate, was, I believe it was like 98 point something for ownership. You know, we're not the only company. They do this for other large association campgrounds, big one in Michigan. They also do this for like your high-rise condo associations downtown Chicago and in other states. They handle throughout the whole United States and part of Canada. So, if you don't wanna do it, you don't have to do it, but it's gonna be one of
But
those
it's
things,
a-
I think we'll probably have 50% of the people right off the bat, and then people will trickle in, and then all of a sudden, somebody's gonna be like, whoa, wait, what did you do? And then next thing you know, they're sitting around a campfire signing up.
You'll
So
still-
It's gonna be a slow process to get everybody, and we're never gonna get 100%, and that's fine, but it's gonna be a huge help.
You'll still have a portal. And
Oh,
the,
yeah, I understand.
the tablet will be in the office. If you
Right,
don't have
you
a
can
computer,
come in.
you could always come into the office and use the, tablet in the office. It'll be available.
Can you just like sign up through the portal for a pump out and then you're gonna
Uh-huh.
automatically demand payment, or can I just come to the office and pay for it?
Pump outs are gonna be prepaid going forward.
But can I come to the office and pay for it?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolute.
Yeah, you'll come to the office, you'll pay for it, they'll sign you up, they're gonna go into your portal, just like you would have done on your phone, click
If
on
I
it.
did it on my phone, I would have to pay for it via
Yeah.
credit card.
Yeah, and they handle all the processing too, there is no third party, so these folks handle all of that. So, there's the option if you want to save a card on there, so when you do it, you just pay and boom, and it pays, or
It'd be like coming right into the office to do it.
it would be like walking into the office to
Same
do it,
thing.
except you could do it with the margarita sitting at your campfire. And nobody's gonna like drunk pump up, you know? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do that in the gym. Like an ice board up.
Chris, you had yours up first.
Going back to the management software, like what I do now, at the beginning of the season, I'll go and prepay for some pump outs. Will we still have that option going to this management software? I put so much on the account.
No,
Okay.
and that was something that actually came up during part of this other process. The attorney strongly advised us against allowing any prepayment.
Okay.
For many, many reasons. So that is going to be
So in other
That's
words,
going
use
away.
my money I got left over before this.
organically, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes, exactly. And it's not like it's gonna disappear when we use the software. We have to kind of go through it and do an audit on each lot and see who's prepaid and all that, but that'll all be taken care of, but that's another big reason why this is gonna be huge. is
Yeah, it was just easy.
Instead of
to go up-
prepaying, you can,
Sure.
like I said, I need a pump out, whoop, and then backside of it is, when your pump out's done, because you're gonna get
Oh, I
that
love
text
that, I
alert or
love that
whatever.
idea, that's
And that's anything, right? So if you have a work order for something, we're gonna get the work orders integrated as well with this. So if you're having a driveway spread, once that work order's closed out, you're gonna get a notification that your driveway's been put in, or your water was moved, or your electric was moved, or whatever it is. It's gonna improve communication back to the lot owner.
And then keep you from chasing money.
Yes.
There was another one over here.
Barbara Mata, lot 1061. Going back to the pool, the special assessment, are we all gonna pay the same dues, or is it gonna vary depending on your?
Everything we do is category.
Everything we charge,
Everything.
it's the law. We can't do
Can't
it
change
any
it.
other way,
Takes 100% of the lot owners.
all right?
By category?
Believe me, we
Yes.
love to change
Right.
from categories to just a flat. Yeah.
Yeah. Flat was wrong. We never knew.
We weren't here back 40 years ago when they developed the property, so
I was too young to care.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
658, I think she's asking, are the assessments for the pool gonna be all the same through the categories?
No, it's category based off your
On the pool
percentage.
thing too, so.
Everything we
Everything.
charge,
Everything.
I
Special
understand.
assessments,
Yeah.
dues,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
way
yeah.
back. I get all that, and I know all the, whatever, but I think she was asking if the pool assessment's gonna be the same, or if it's categorized.
No, it'll be categorized.
Categorized.
It'll be a high and
So-
low, category 1 will pay less than category 6.
And is there any way that we could make copies of the last meeting's minutes available so you could read through them? Because we don't usually, if you come to one meeting, you guys approve the minutes, we didn't even see what they were.
well, if you wanna see the minutes after they're approved, they're posted in the office.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a
I just
board
thought
on
maybe
there.
at the
And
beginning-
until they're approved.
Once
Yeah.
we get the software, that's all gonna be stuff that's gonna be accessible via your
Right,
portal.
well, like I come in here, we weren't at the last
Yeah,
meeting, so I'd like to see what
understand.
you guys talked about,
Yeah.
Because watching it on the thing is sometimes
Sure.
very tedious and hard, and you're like, what?
Yeah. No,
You
we're
guys are
trying to get
blurry,
this all
and
in your
I
hand.
didn't even start drinking, you guys are all blurry.
we watch it at 10 in the morning instead of 7 at night.
Well, now you're gonna stipulations.
But yeah, it's gonna open up a lot.
Donna Sotero, lot 998. The portal, it will be only available to lot owners only.
Right.
Yes.
So, my boyfriend and I, we're not married, so, but we share this.
Here's how it's gonna work, right?
Well, you're in
Think
trouble.
of it as a guest, think of it as a guest pass. You're the owner, you write him a guest pass, he gets
In, but you're
tipsy and does
responsible.
something stupid. We don't, you're responsible.
How do you know it's me that does something?
I'm just judging by the two of you, I don't know. But yeah, so that's where that goes, right? So you
It
gotta,
can't be shared with family members.
you'll wanna watch who you share it to, because when we go with the guest pass thing, the guest passes will be done through there. So now all of a sudden your kid's got access to it, now he's throwing a rager over at your lot, and you don't even know about it, so you wanna,
You are the owner.
you're
You
the
are-
owner, you're responsible.
You're in charge of it.
So, yes, in answer to your question, yes.
And what, the other thing too that they told me was, if you own multiple lots, they haven't showed me on the backside of it yet, but there'll be a way to group that. So you don't need a username and a login for every lot you own, So. the
You'll be
front
okay,
state
Chris.
will be one login.
Your 10 lots that you own, you'll be.
Yeah,
Come on over here.
Louis Bailey, 560. Do we know when the special assessment will be, going out? Do we have any idea on that timeframe?
It'll probably go out, we're thinking the end of May. It'll probably be due in September,
Okay.
all right?
Go that long.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta give, August or September,
Okay.
we'll see. Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll try to space it far enough away.
We're
from
trying.
the due payment, that is.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Take a motion.
My motion to close.
A
We have a
second.
motion made, and second to close. All in favor signify by saying aye.
All right.
Aye.
And we
One
probably should
absent.
stay tuned while it's recording. Gary Parks had to leave about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you're making a statement.
Yes.
Stepped out of the meeting.
Thank you.
Jury Carter will leave the meeting. 15 minutes ago.